Look, Mom, I've got bags under my eyes. It doesn't hurt when he does that. Well, he is provoking her. She's neutering him. So you can see this is why I do CrossFit, because when my water gets delivered, then I can suitcase deadlift it up. No, the cats aren't allowed in here. A back squat with high cat placement, the low cat placement, and it forces you to lean forward more. I'm not as much a fan of this position. 20 p.m. and I'm gonna break, whoa! My fast with my mom's chili. As I was saying, I'm about to break my fast with my mom's chili. It's to die for. I'm addicted to it. Right now, I've just worked on the graphic and I'm gonna put it together for a website post. Getting ready to go live on Facebook. Mom's gonna teach her famous chili recipe. You can see I have a live studio audience.
Sarah just lifted the lid to this chili pot. If you're looking, it's not cooking. There's no distractions at all. I'm sticking this in here because it seems like a good idea.
Thanks, HIPAA, for assembling the post. You like that? Cat in the box, cat in the box. Coco's into the pipe cleaners that Grandma is putting on the strings so that they don't kill themselves because they might not see the strings. What colors do cats see, Grandma?
It's blue and yellow.
Or silver?
She's biting what I put on.
Oh dear. Nyaha. Success. Wait a minute, the whole purpose of buying the new post was to stop her from giving my kitten a pneumothorax. Why is he purring? She's squishing him. It only took about an hour for Bean to worm his way up onto the podium with Coco.
At least we will have less people coming to
And then I have to go.
We have almost like
Dad, do you watch her do this?
oh, for a minute.
And?
When I go and read it.
My parents have brought my 91-year-old granny into town because she had a request. She wants to see the new kitten.
So cheeky.
Oh my goodness. New PR. So I just did my 1,000-meter run in 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Sun in my face! So when I was on the treadmill today, I had to do everything in my power to ignore the voice in my head saying, oh my God, this is brutal. Make it stop, stop, throw in the towel. And you know, some days are better than others. And my better days are when I ignore that voice. And how do I do that? Good question. When I do succeed, the feeling I get afterwards is so worth that momentary discomfort. So to answer people's questions, why do you do all this to yourself? Are you addicted to pain? No, I'm not addicted to pain. I'm not addicted to making myself hurt. I'm not a masochist. What I am addicted to is the feeling of being triumphant and not throwing in the towel. Just being able to get through it. That's the best feeling. Oh, you know what else I wanted to talk about? Is blame shifting. I've been dying to talk about this for the longest time, and I don't know why I haven't. I guess I have to blame myself. Hey, don't attack me. So, blame shifting. Whenever something doesn't work out the way you wanted it to, you blame somebody else. The only person you can blame in life is yourself. Things work for me when I put in the effort. Things don't work for me when I don't put in the effort. Whose fault is that? Mine. So, stop it. There's a possibility that maybe yesterday I ate an entire bag of rice cakes. Okay, maybe a bag and a half. Obviously due to hormones. I mean, I'm not going to blame lack of self-control. Training! So I wanted to start off by showing you my before and after photo, which is not a conventional one because it's not showcasing a change in my aesthetics, although there is one. It's actually showcasing a change in my abilities, my performance. I committed to daily stretching, foam rolling. I worked on my weak points. I started humble. I was working with my body weight, negligible weights. And you can see that by going back to the basics, it has really paid off for me. Mobility, baby, every single day of my life. So today I worked on my pull-ups and chin-ups, and you can see I hold it at the top, and then I slowly lower. And if I can't do it with proper form, then I will resort to using the rubber band. And you're going to see that next. Notice how I'm really holding it at the top with excellent form there. Then slowly lowering. I also worked on my deadlifts that day. And you can see that my emphasis is always proper form. I just got a new PR for deadlifts. 190 pounds for 2 reps. I'm almost in the 200 club. I started very humble, and gradually over time I added more weight to the barbell. Oh look, it's Bean! So today I worked with my coach on snatches and cleans, and I videoed the whole thing. I warmed up my air squats and my overhead squats before Gus even came over. As predicted, Coco's on Gus.
Much better bottom position. Yeah, your bar path is off a little bit. Don't look up. Keep those elbows in towards each other. Good.
That's heavy.
So for your front rack position, right, think about always being able to see the tips of your elbows.
You said point them in?
Just because then you're engaging your lats a little more.
It's better than the last one.
How's the ceiling?
How's the ceiling?
Keep your hips high. Don't look up.
Why do we do that?
Don't know.
I don't know either. I keep looking up. I'm not supposed to.
But try not to send your knees forward when you come to your hands. You should keep the knees back over your ankles. Feel that tension against your glutes. Good. Oh.
I look at the buoy and I kept upright.
Yes. Better, but sit
But
up.
look at me like this.
Turn over, yeah.
Do you see that?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Better.
better.
But think using your lats, not your arms, to keep that dial against you. So think about you're holding 2 baguettes under your armpits. Right? You're trying to pinch them together. So your tricep and your lat, you're trying to squeeze into each other the entire time.
2 baguettes under my
Or
armpit.
newspapers.
Oh yeah, baguettes.
Good. Drive up. Good. 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 Shoulders back. Good.
There, that's how it should have been. I fixed it by the time I had time. I need one thought only in my brain at a time. I'm done. This is what's going on in my head. Buoy, knees back, baguettes, full hip extension snappage, shrug, extend,
Pull.
and then I'm like, oh shit balls. Pull, blammo punch, oh lats don't be a cheer, down. I think I should write the Snatch for Dummies book. I like my way of explaining things. Knees back, buoy, baguettes, core, breathe. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Good.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you guys see that too? It's a new day, so you can see that I'm working on my weak points. So I'm using the rubber band and I'm working on my rotator cuff, and notice that I squeeze and hold before I release. Also working on my scapular retractions. This is another weak point for me, and if you're interested in learning pull-ups, then definitely work on your scapular retractions. Okay, how cute is my kitten Bean? Once again, another weak point for me, so if I want to learn my pull-ups, my muscle-ups, then this is something I need to be putting into my regimen, the ring rows. And you can see that I squeeze and hold at the top before lowering. So you can see I'm working on my strict press. Now, I'm not just working out here. I am training because this is going to help me with my handstands and my Olympic lifting. There you saw me doing the push jerk, and I'm really engaging the core and using my glutes. And then you're going to see me doing the push jerk next. And I'm using 75 pounds. Right now, I'm interested in executing these with very good form. I don't want to use a weight belt or knee sleeves or other things as a crutch. I want to use my core and my glutes. Speaking of core, you can see that I'm doing the windshield wipers. You know, I like this one because it just feels so good on the spine to get that range of motion with the rotation, but it's also a phenomenal core strengthener. You can see that I'm not letting my shoulders come up off the rug. Next, I'm working on push-ups, total body exercise. My glutes, my core, my lats are engaged. Notice my elbows are pointing towards my feet. And tricep dips, I have to say I'm disappointed in my triceps. They're weak, and I want to improve that in the next few months. Oh, isn't COCO fabulous? Bing! New day, and I'm committed to doing more bridges. They're tough. And these, I gotta do these more often. The arch body holds, killer. Notice I initiate the movement by squeezing my glutes first, and then I go up. So tough, but so necessary. And then the ab mat sit-ups. Notice that I get my shoulders up over my hips at the top there. More weak point training with behind the neck presses, and I'm going light with just the 15-pound training bar. And this is going to help me with my overhead squats and snatches. And I'm focusing on using my lats. Okay, this is the first time I've ever tried dumbbell snatches, and don't laugh at me, but I'm using a 5-pound dumbbell. It seriously felt like 70 pounds. Very hard. Very, seriously, kicked my butt. I can't wait to try it again. And then I finished up with some toes to bar because I need to work on it. I mean, I'm not doing my favorite exercises here. I'm doing my least favorite exercises. You can't get fitter by doing your favorite exercises. And then handstand holds, and look at me fighting it. I'm squeezing those glutes, squeezing that core. I'm in a very stacked position. This has come along very well. I'm quite pleased. And here comes Bean and COCO. And then the wall walks, because you can see walking towards and away from the wall mimics handstand walks, which is my goal, to learn how to do handstand walks. And then I'm doing the shoulder taps as well. Notice my back doesn't arch. I'm keeping my core engaged, glutes are squeezed, lats. You can see everything. I'm learning how to use my whole body now when I'm doing everything. So, oh, I love them. He's so hilarious. He torments her so much. And she's a very good sport about it, but I think there's a few times she wants to pack her bags and move out. Oh. I've also been working on the new program. I'm installing all the exercise videos to my website for the new program called Clean Up Your Form, and you can see I have a paradigm of how I do this. Great idea if you're in a rush and you can have it for 2 different days. So it's just half a bag of Brock slaw mixed with some bruschetta and some rotisserie chicken. Super easy, and it's really yummy. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's vlog. Please do comment below. Let me know what's going on inside your brain, your questions, what you want to see next. Be sure to subscribe or else Cat will kick you in the teeth.